Let's say you do find a management team or a CEO or founder with whom you do have that alignment. How do you use that or get on a page where they appreciate this perspective that you're bringing, which in the PE world, quite frankly, I would say it is a bit of a refreshing perspective where it's often all about the numbers and less about culture. So how are you communicating that? And then as you're winning deals and you're building a value creation plan with them, how are you using that to kind of win more or grow the investment faster?
A lot of what we do when we're trying to win a deal is understand what's important to the people on the other side of the table. Different people have different motivations, different ways of engaging. And so a lot of what we're trying to understand, in addition to are we culturally aligned, are the values, the ethos, the durability of this team and business going to support an investment, is how does this particular CEO, how does this management team like to engage? Do they like to be challenged? Do they like to see data? Do they want to benefit from our network? What kind of board conversations do they like to have? What kind of weekly conversations do they like to have? Do they want to talk about their personal interests and their families, or do they want to talk all business? And so I think there's an element of it that is frankly just kind of listening. And if you listen carefully, most people will sort of tell you what really matters to them. We can figure out if that's culturally aligned with us, but a lot of it is showing up curious, showing up humble, showing up just genuinely wanting to understand somebody as a person and wanting to understand their business. And you figure out pretty quickly, how are we going to connect with this team and this group of people? How are we going to show them what we bring? I think there's a substantive element to it of explaining our process. This is what it's going to feel like to go through a diligence process with us. This is how our value creation planning is going to work. This is how we're going to incorporate your voice, the voice of your teams, the work we've done. This is how we're going to identify what we don't know yet. This is how we're going to use outside advisors and board members. So transparency, telling people what to expect. People know what's coming. That's a big part of it as well. Every deal we pursue, one of the first things we do is we hand over a reference list. It's every CEO who's ever worked with Berkshire Partners. It's not curated. It's not a subset. It's not just the ones who've worked with me or others on our team. It's literally every CEO we've ever worked with. Name, role, phone number, email. And we just tell our prospective CEO partners, just call anyone.